This is a video to show you how to use social media analytics. We're going to first start off with Facebook. As you can see, this is our Facebook page, Big Data Research Coffee. If you want to build an audience, you can build an audience over here. And by clicking it, it will bring you to another page that can help you create ads that can be spread on Facebook. As you can see, you can put your ad right here, and it would be just like this. And you can also boost your post. You can also find out what's going on this week and how many times your pages have been liked, the notifications and messages that you've been sent. Over here you can see activity and settings. When you start to build your audience, you will first be brought to this page, which is managing your ads. From this page you can create ads using this create ad button. When you create your ad, you will see the campaign name, the delivery of how you want to deliver it, the results from that ad, and it will show you the cost. You can determine your cost by the daily expenditure over here, and you can see your billing activity when you click right here. It will show you, as you further develop your ads, how much you've spent today and your total expenditures using the start date. You can determine which dates you want to use by clicking this button right here. Also, you'll have your notifications show up here as well. In order to advertise on Facebook, you can use advertise on Facebook. And basically you choose an objective, and then what your objective can be to boost your post, promote your page, send people to your website, or promote conversations, get installations of your app, increase engagement in your app, and raise attendance at your event, or get people to claim your offer. You can also get video views. All of this is done through the advertise on Facebook ad. So when you click create your ad, and you can connect with more people. If you hover over all these things, it will tell you what each of them means. This is the page that you get when you click if you want to advertise your website. What kind of results do you want for your ad? You based on the clicks that you get for your website, as you can see here. You can create multiple ads, and you can create the size image. As well, you can also add 6 image different types to be shown for people who want to click that ad. If you want to build an audience, first you must choose your audience. What you do is first determine the location you're targeting. You can choose all of the United States, all of Korea, all of Europe. But what you can also do is determine by state or province or just the city. You also want to go by age and gender, determine who you're targeting in the age range. And then you also have languages. So if you're going to target Korea, then you definitely want your language to be Korean and possibly English. You can also choose interests to target people who have similar interest groups. That same goes for behaviors. If certain people have the behavior of searching and buying books on Books A Million or even on Amazon, then maybe and if you have a business that's selling books, then maybe you want to find people who like to buy books. There's also more categories that you can add, and they can have connections to other people as well. As you can see here, it all culminates into the audience definition, and it'll show you the potential reach of how many people you can get based on Facebook. This page shows you how to manage your account and campaigns. By this, it determines how much money you would be spending based on your campaign, how large it is, and what your name is, and what your set is to how many people you want to reach. As well, you can determine the dollar amount, if that is in US dollars or if it's a Korean won. You can also do your time zone, and you can select the country. As you can see, you can include your budget that you want to use per day and how long and you want to put your ads up for people to see. You also have bidding and pricing determining on optimizing for web clicks or how many people view your site. As you can see over here in the estimated daily reach, it will determine how many people you will reach, and it determine a base amount that you would be spending based on this reach. Now we're moving on to Google Analytics. As you can see, this is a Google Analytics page. In order to get here, you can put into a search engine Google Analytics, and this will pop, and the page will pop up, and you click it. What you do is you can use a website or a mobile app. You use a tracking method to get a tracking ID to find out how many people are looking at your website. For what you do is you first create an account. You create your account name. In this case, it's Coffee Craze. And then you set up your property. Basically, you put your website name, and then you put your website. And then you put the industrial category and the reporting time zone. After that, you click go and you create an account with Google Analytics. This is YouTube Analytics. As you can see, this is actually my own page, and it has data based on the videos that I have posted. As you can see, it shows you the performance, the engagement, and the top 10 videos that I currently have. As you can see, what I've done is clicked overview, and this is what you'll get when you click overview. As you can see, it has the performance of how many people have viewed my video, the estimated minutes watched, and how many subscribers I have. Unfortunately, I have 0, so it's pretty sad. But that's okay, because we also have engagement, the likes, dislikes, comments, shares, favorites added, and favorites removed. Moving farther down the page, you can see the top 10 views, the demographics, and the discovery. Based on the demographics, it can show you the top geographies that have been viewing your video. In this case, it's South Korea. It also shows you the gender in that area, so male and female. But this is also based on the people that are looking. If they have an account, they can track if it's a male or female. If not, it's basically hard to tell. For discovery, you can show the top playback locations and the top traffic sources. Based on the top traffic sources, you can determine where you should be targeting your ads for this video. So external website, external app, or unknown direct. You can also see from your YouTube playback locations that people have either watched it on the YouTube page or on another page. So this case, it could be if it was posted on Facebook, they watched it on Facebook. Or if it was posted on Tumblr, they watched it on Tumblr. In this case, I have 91% people watching on the actual YouTube page. This is a page created from the View Reports section. From the View Reports section, you can find views, demographics, payback locations, traffic sources, devices, and audience retention. In this case, I've selected traffic sources. As you can see, this is a graph based on the traffic sources that have come from the people that have watched my video. You can have external website, external app, unknown direct, and YouTube guide. As you can see, you can also create different types of graphs using these icons to the left. This is Naver Analytics. As you can see, Naver Analytics is broken down into 5 key points. It's by 1, the graph of user visiting, as shown here, 2, rating valuable visitors, as you can see here, 3, ranks of posted information, right here, and the graph of page views, right here, as well as 5 consumer keyword findings, right here. All of this is in Korean because Naver is a Korean search engine that is used far more than Google. All of this was supplied to us, thankfully, by Professor Sean Watts from Korea's premier private university, Yonsei. Next, we have Weibo Analytics. Weibo is a search engine that is primarily used in China. As you can see up here, this is a map of China, and it shows the regional rate of Weibo users. On number 2, it shows the assessment of users in specific information. Number 3 shows the gender rate of Weibo users. And number 5 shows the horoscope rates of Weibo users, which is kind of strange. But if you think about it in a way, maybe horoscopes are useful in some cases. All of this was provided by Professor Sean Watts from Korea's premier private university, Yonsei.